on. Wait, I gotta check my hair. I'm not sure if I brushed it before I came. How are you doing? Welcome to Here to Bloom, episode number 42. My name is Deidrey Francois, and I am seriously grateful for your presence here today. Hi, Beverly Ann. How you doing? Hi, Kev. Oh my gosh, it's such a treat. Hi, Dolphin and Ann and Nathan. Huge thanks to all the patrons who continue to support me on Here to Bloom. I am so grateful. Please know that you are appreciated. And if you are one of those people who would like to support me today, your donations are welcome at deidrey.com/love. Alrighty, let's get started, shall we? I'm going to start with this one. It's called I Belong Here. This is one of my songs. Oh, yes, 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 I belong here. Oh, yes, 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 I belong here. I lay it right here, right now, I belong here. No matter my lifestyle, no matter my past, whatever I've been through, no one's here to judge you. Oh, 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 yes, 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 I belong here. You sure do. Oh, yes, 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 I belong here. Right here, right now, I belong here. Let me know where you're listening from. No matter our future, no matter our journey. And I don't want to hear from my living room. No matter how wounded, there's only one thing that's certain. Oh, 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 yes, 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 we belong here. Margaret. Oh, yes, 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 we belong here. Right here, right now, we belong here. Whether to be silent, supported, or inspired, whether it's for healing or sharing in the love, we are welcome, we are welcome, we belong here. You belong here. Whether to be silent, supported, or inspired, whether it's for healing or sharing in the love, we are welcome, we are welcome, we belong here. You belong here. Oh, yes, 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 I belong here. Oh, yes, 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 I belong here. Right here, right now, I belong here. Right here, right now, we belong here. I love it on my sofa. I'm coming to you live from my sofa. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Oh, thank you so much. I don't know. I might be high on tiredness. Okay, in my talk earlier, I don't know if any of you were able to be there this morning, but if you missed my talk this morning, I was speaking at Unity of White Rock in Vancouver, in White Rock, BC. And it was wonderful. So if you didn't see it, then you can go to their website. It's Unity White Rock. Hi, Susan. Hi, Angela. Yay. Okay. So, I mentioned about suffering with chronic laryngitis. And for those, I don't know, has anyone ever suffered with chronic laryngitis? Anybody? Tell me. Yes? No? I don't know. Well, anyway, I suffered with chronic laryngitis for years before I even started having issues with fibromyalgia, which is a whole other chronic condition, but I digress. Laryngitis is total or partial loss of the voice. It's almost like vocal paralysis, if you want to call it that, if you want to use that. But you can't control the sound, you can't control the tone, you can't control the timbre, you can't control proper functioning of the voice. By the way, if you don't know, this theme today is the gifts in laryngitis. Well, anyway, this was something that occurred when I guess I spoke too much, or I sang too much, or I had too much fun playing, or screaming my head off. And when I was younger, I guess I didn't really understand the consequences of overusing my voice when I had laryngitis. And, and it could cause damage, really. It could cause damage as a youth. But it didn't even matter what I sang. Like, it didn't matter if I sang one song or a full show, I would lose my voice afterwards. And that used to bug me because my colleagues who were singers didn't have the same issue. But, and the other thing too is that I used to use my voice even though I had laryngitis because I just thought it just sounded darn cool. Like you start speaking, it's like, oh, that is my sexy voice for sure. But thank goodness I know better now. Anyway, okay, let me tell you a joke. And by the way, please feel free. Actually, you must laugh because you don't have a choice. So, George Brown sees little Johnny at the mall. And George's wife, right, is Johnny's little teacher. Now, Johnny's math teacher, pardon me. Everybody know about little Johnny and how much trouble he gets into, right? Okay, so... So Mr. Brown says, "Hey, little Johnny, how are you doing?" Well, Johnny says, "I'm okay. How's Mrs. Brown?" Right? And George says, "Well, Johnny, she's in bed with laryngitis." Johnny opens his mouth big and wide like, and he says, "Is that the same guy she was kissing in the mop closet?" Well, I don't know. My jokes are so good, aren't they? I know. I should just change careers altogether. Well, I just hope that this show will shed some light on laryngitis to help with the challenge of it and possibly learn from the many gifts that it has to offer. And I kind of dissected it a little bit because it was just fun to do so. And yes, I understand how crazy it sounds to hear that there is a gift in laryngitis. All right, so let's give thanks for the good of this situation, even though we do not yet know what the good is in it. We're not so clear on it yet, but I'm going to tell you in a minute. There's good in laryngitis. Yes! I give thanks, even though I cannot see the good in this situation. I know it's happening for me. There's a gift in this for me. I know when I trust in life and the flow, there is good in this for sure. And I give thanks. I give thanks, even though I cannot see the good in this situation. I know it's a happening for me. There's a gift in this for me. I know when I trust in life and the flow, there is good in this for sure. And I give thanks. I don't know what it is that you may have right now, but the hope is that when I talk about laryngitis, you're going to look at some other thing that's happening in your life and you're going to go, wait a minute, there's got to be a gift in this situation that I'm facing right now. If Deidrey can make laryngitis sound great. Oh my goodness. I give thanks, even though I cannot see the good in this situation. I know it's happening for me. There's a gift in this for me. I know when I trust in life and the flow, there is good in this this for sure, and I give thanks. Oh yes, I give thanks. I give thanks for everything. Come on, are you giving thanks? What are you grateful for? Come on, tell me. I give thanks, even though I cannot see the good in this situation. I know it's happening for me. There's a gift in this for me. I know when I trust in life and the flow, there is good in this for sure, and I give thanks. Oh yes, I give thanks. I cannot see the good in this situation. I know it's happening for me. There's a gift in this for me. I know when I trust in life and the flow, there is good in this for sure, and I give thanks. Oh yes, I give thanks. 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 I give. Oh, I give thanks. Let me tell you. I give thanks. Because you just never know. There's all kinds of blessings, even in the things that seem like they're kind of crappy. All right, here's another one for you. I'm giving you only laryngitis jokes today. Okay, my brother owned a farm. One day he got laryngitis, and now he's a horse whisperer. All right. Okay, so what good could possibly be in laryngitis? I mean, how is losing a voice a good thing? Well, before I answer that, let's reflect on what this whole disorder of the throat is telling us. And please know that most of this is my 2 cents. So take what you need, take what resonates with you, and leave the rest behind. Laryngitis has a few functional emotional factors. Okay? So physically, laryngitis is the inflammation of the larynx. And the larynx is also called the voice box, right? And it's a hollow tube inside of the structure connected to the top of the windpipe, somewhere in there. And air passes through the larynx on its way to the lungs, and it is what produces speech and prevents the passage of food and other foreign particles from going into the lower respiratory tract. Oh my God, I should get an A+ on reading all of that. But what that tells me, with my 2 cents, is that it is a place of flow. Nothing in this area can be blocked. Otherwise, a whole bunch of other things fail to function, right? So it is a good time for you to ask, what is that emotional block that is causing this physical block? What am I stopping myself from speaking about that my body has to manifest in this physical block in my throat? What am I resisting? What am I resisting that I need to take a look at in my life? Okay, so now I'm going to lump all women together into one category and generalize and say, you know, when your partner comes or someone comes to you, like mostly partners, and say, what's wrong? I want you to put in the comments, what is the typical answer that women give when a partner comes and says, what's wrong? Type it now while I sing this song for you, okay? What am I resisting that I need to take a look at in my life? I would love to hear what your answer is. When someone asks, what's wrong? What's our typical answer? What I resist will never persist. It's my opportunity. If it's my opportunity to stop, think, what did I miss? What I resist will never persist. It's my opportunity. It is my opportunity to look within. What is my heart calling me to do? Everybody, what I resist can never persist. It's my opportunity. If it's my opportunity to stop, think, what did I miss? What I resist will never persist. It's my opportunity. If it's my opportunity to look within. Oh yeah. Are you ready to do the work?
Yes, I am.
Are you able to do the work?
Yes, I am.
Are you willing to do the work? Tell me now.
Yes, I am.
Say yes, yes I am. Yes I am. Gotta know, no. Are you ready to do the work? Tell me now.
Yes, I am.
Are you able to do the work? Tell me now.
Yes, I am.
Are you willing to do the work? Tell me now.
Yes, I am.
Say yes, yes I am. Yes I am.
Yes, I
Yes I am. Yes I am. What I resist can never persist. It's my opportunity. If it's my opportunity to stop, think, what did I miss? What I resist can never persist. It's my opportunity. Yes, it's my opportunity to look within. Okay, I'm gonna ask those questions again. Are you ready to do the work? Are you ready to do the work? Tell me now.
Yes, I am.
Are you able to do the work? Tell me now.
Yes, I am.
Are you willing to do the work? Tell me now.
Yes, I am.
Oh yes, yes I am. Yes I am. All right, let me see what we got. Let's see what we got for answers. We have, oh yes, are you okay? I will be. I like that one. I like that one. Imara, oh my God. Yay. Okay, let's see. We have nothing. Nothing, I'm fine. Oh, that is so true. Nothing, I'm okay. I love it. I love it. You are right. The answer is nothing. You know why we say nothing? It's because we hold on to what's bothering us instead. We turn it into some giant monster that we're going to use to propel at them later on. Okay, well, we turn it into venom that spreads into our bodies, really, and just creates blocks in our systems, like laryngitis, because we stifle ourselves, we stifle our expressions. But more than that, it's almost like it's like an emotional virus that we're spreading around in our bodies that ends up affecting us physically. What your mouth won't say, your body will keep a cumulative amount of it, right? It's like our body's this emotional bank account, you know? And it's an incredible accountant. It's so good. It remembers every single transaction. And you know what? Eventually, the body will hold on and hold on and hold on, but eventually, the body will just give up. Like it will just give up. And what's hidden inside, what we don't express, what we don't say, ends up finding a way to come out. And a lot of times, it's through some kind of physical ailment. This one is called Say Something. Say something, I'm giving up on you. I'll be the one if you want me to. Anywhere I would have followed you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. And I'm feeling so small. It was over my head. I know nothing at all. And I will stumble and fall. I'm still learning to love, just starting to crawl. Say something, I'm giving up on you. I'm sorry that I couldn't get to you. Anywhere I would have followed you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. And I swallow my pride. You're the one that I love, and I'm saying goodbye. Say something, I'm giving up on you. I'm sorry that I couldn't get to you. Anywhere I would have followed you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. Say something. Am I saying that emotions are responsible for every single physical condition in our bodies? No. That would just be ridiculous. In fact, it would be downright nuts to say that. Speaking of nuts, there's this guy with a sort of a whimpering, faint voice. You know, he has this like really faint voice like this. And he orders an ice cream. And the vendor asks, crushed nuts? The guy whispers back, no, laryngitis. I know. They're so dumb. Who cares? Oh my goodness. How many of us grew up hearing the words, children are to be seen and not heard? Did you hear that growing up as a child? If you did, put that in there. But don't tell your mother that you admitted to it. Right? Children are to be seen and not heard. You might maybe call this like old school parenting, but we still teach our children that. We still teach our children that by the things that we tell them now. So we might think, oh, I'm a modern parent. I don't tell my children stuff like that. No, joke's on you, and me too, because we do that. We certainly do tell our children that. And we make it hard for them to express themselves with comments like, why do you have to be so loud all the time? Stop it, enough, you're giving me a headache. Or, Now is not the time, okay? Now's not the time. Or you just need to calm down. You need to calm down or I'm not talking to you. Right? Or what about this one? Just don't start. Don't start. How many of us have said these kinds of statements to our children or to other people's children? Or how about this one? Are you talking back to me? Are you talking back to me? I didn't think so. Or what about just wholesome comments that have noble intent like, okay, honey, let's talk about it later, okay? Let's talk about it later. And of course, we never make time for later. Or let's say they're coming to ask us something and we interrupt them. Excuse me, before you start telling me any of this stuff, did you clean your room? Did you do your homework? How do I know all of these things? Because I do them. I do them. And in doing this talk and writing it out, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have been doing that a lot. We teach our children that their voices and their opinions don't matter. Whether it is something like, them saying, I don't like it, or I don't want to do that, right? We take away their power. Or maybe it's something wonderful and positive, like maybe giving a spouse a compliment, or telling someone, I love you. With all of our actions on telling, on diminishing the value of our voice and teaching our children the same thing, it becomes hard to say the things that are good. It doesn't have to be negative things. It could be wonderful things like telling your partner, I love you, or giving your partner a compliment. When we learn to silence our voices, when we learn that our voices aren't important and we shouldn't be using it, because we're to this or we're to that or whatever it is, then we swallow that down. It leads to an unhealthy relationship with vocal expression. What do you think? What do you think about that? I'm going to sing this one while you tell me what you think. This is an Annie Lennox song, and I just love it. So you know what that means. When you have an unhealthy relationship with vocal expressions, there are no more I love yous. Let me know what you think about how we diminish the value of our children's voices or each other. I used to be a lunatic from gracious days. I used to be woe begone and so restless nights. Oh, my aching heart would bleed for you to see. Oh, when I don't find myself bouncing home whistling, but won't choose to make me cry. No more I love you. Language is leaving me. No more I love you. Changes are shifting outside the words. The love speaks about the monsters. I used to have demons in my room at night. Desire, despair, so many monsters. Oh, and I myself bouncing, whistling, but won't choose to make me cry. No more I love yous. Language is leaving me. No more this song, honestly. No more I love yous. Language is leaving me. No more I love yous. Language is leaving me in silence. No more I love yous. Changes are shifting outside the words. No more I love yous. The language is leaving me. No more I love yous. Language is leaving me in silence. No more I love yous. Changes are shifting outside. So what do you think? Yes. A long time ago. That's right. Yeah, it becomes a struggle. It becomes a struggle just to express basic things like love. Positive things when we have an unhealthy relationship with vocal expression. And the other thing is, we also take our voices for granted. And I think that we forget just how much we need to be grateful for the privilege of speaking or singing or just making sounds like grunting in dissatisfaction. I want to try a little something fun together. And I know this would probably work a little bit better on something like Zoom, but you know what? We're going to try it anyway, so you're going to do it at home. And I want us to make some sounds together because I want us to just appreciate our larynx for a moment. Hello, larynx. You are so fabulous, And so I'm going to describe something to you. And I want you to make the sounds that come up for you at home, okay? So if you have someone at home with you, make it a fun game with them. So, all right, here we go. You have just been handed your favorite food and you take your first bite. You close your eyes as you take a first bite. What is the sound that you make? Do it now. For me, it'd be like, That'd be my sound. Like, yum. Okay, here's another one. You just wake up and you stretch and you're about to open your mouth into a yawn. What does that sound like? What does that yawn sound like? Like, ooh, right? Or, okay, here's another one. You put your favorite sweater in the laundry machine. And you go back to get it, and it is as tiny as this. It only fits a doll. What is the sound that you make when you see your sweater looking this big? It's like, right? That would be my sound. All right, I have another one for you. Okay, you just found out you won the lottery. What is the sound that you would make? That would be mine. Oh my God. Okay, here's another one. You want to tell me a secret in a public place. How would you talk? You know what? I just wanted to tell you a secret, right? You'd whisper. Okay, here's another one. You just bit into something that tastes like vomit. What is the sound that you make? Ugh. Ugh. Right? Okay, last one. You just heard the most hilarious joke and you burst out laughing. Well, do not take your larynx, your vocal cords, do not take your voice for granted. Every single one of those sounds that you made is a privilege that you get to make it. Not everybody has that ability, right? Not every single person on this planet can do that. We're lucky, and we have to count our lucky stars that we are able to do that. We are able to speak, that we don't have anything hindering our use of our vocal cords, right? All right, so we're going to sing something about being grateful. Here we go. We're going to be in the space of gratitude before I start talking about the other stuff. I hear you, Leah. Thank you for all that I need and more. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everything. Thank you, the blessings abundantly. So much to be grateful for. I mean, now that we are in the spirit of gratitude and appreciation for our voice, right? The other thing, something that what Leah was just talking about, not everybody has the ability to speak freely, right? And we have that ability, so we really need to be grateful for that we are not silenced. Most of the time when we are silent, it's because we choose it. All right, let's get into laryngitis. Are you ready? Now that we have our gratitude and appreciation hats on, let's look at some of the good things that you may not have considered about having laryngitis. All right. Laryngitis is a time to be silent. Duh. Yes. It's a time to be silent. Laryngitis means that you should not be using your voice because you can damage your voice actually if you use it while it is inflamed. Laryngitis gives us the opportunity to contemplate and to be calm. Laryngitis is a time for meditation, if you will. It's a time for going inward, a time to breathe and to relax and to restore and to fill our cup with loving kindness. Yes, it is a time to return to the center of our creative expression. It is a time to use our hands and not our mouths. And Leah would know this very well because Leah is a painter. She is a painter. Laryngitis she draws, right? An artist. That's the word I was looking for, not painter. An artist. And she also paints. Don't you paint, Leah? I think you paint. Laryngitis is a time of acknowledgement and acceptance. That despite our best intentions, we do not control the outcome or the flow of life. So what we hope for and what is reality sometimes just doesn't match. And some days we're going to go through it nice and smooth. Other days, man, it doesn't matter how well you plan something. It just is what it is. Okay? It just is what it is. All right, here's another one. Ooh, this is a song. Okay, I'll do the song after. Laryngitis is also a wonderful time to work on our listening skills. Yes, You can't talk anyway, so you may as well be quiet and let someone else do the talking for a change. Listening is an important skill. And being able to listen without associating it back to something in your own life, just so you can go on blabbing about it to somebody else, to the person who's talking, or listening without interruption. Sometimes we do a lot of that stuff. We do, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Uh-huh. Oh, really? We do a lot of that stuff. Sometimes we just need to be quiet. It's just nice to be quiet for a change. Listening without going off on a tangent about, like advice about how to fix that person or something in that person's world. So while our bodies are forcing us to shut up, we can use it as an opportunity to practice listening and ensure that the people that are speaking to us are feeling heard and feeling seen, because it is a mighty, mighty gift to give that to someone. I value the fullness of you, your joyfulness and your sadness too. We don't have to always see eye to eye. In this dance called life, we're connected, you and I. Share with and dance with me. I accept you, I love you, just as you are. You are enough, just as you are. I see to the heart of you, your confident way and your questions too. You don't have to always be alright. In this dance called life, I will always see your light. So share with me and talk with me. I accept you, I love you, just as you are. You are enough, just as you are. Share with me, and dance with me. I accept you, I love you, just as you are. You are enough, just as you are. Just as you are. Oh, share with me. Oh, I love you, just as you are. Oh, pray with me. I need you to be, oh, just as you are. I love you, you are enough, just as you are. You know what? Laryngitis helps us to realize that, you know what? Not everybody's gonna agree with us or be pleased with us with everything that we have to say. Well, not laryngitis. Oh, we come to realize that not everybody has to agree with us. Not everybody's going to be pleased with everything that we have to say, but we have to acknowledge that we have the right to freedom of speech. And others, right? Others will have to acknowledge that about us as well. Our opinions are valid and are important, and we have just as much right to express it as anyone else, right? We have that. And if somebody doesn't like what you have to say, it is not a reflection on who you are. It's about them and how they choose to interpret that. Now, of course, if you're choosing to be mean and using your voice in that way, then, well, you're kind of putting it on yourself. But most of the time we aren't, right? We have to empower people. We have to empower children. We have to empower each other to find our voices and understand that we have been given a gift of our voice and that we get to use it. We get to use it. All right, here's another laryngitis joke for you. This one's a pun. A peach farmer was waiting until the very last day for his peaches to be harvested because, you see, he had caught a cold and ended up getting laryngitis. And while he slept, a swarm of locusts came through the farm, and the peach farmer woke up to find that he was peachless. He was speechless. Oh, God. Who comes up with this stuff? I did. Okay. I'm done. All right. So far too much is said when we speak. I find that we just say a lot. We just talk too much. But far too little of what we say actually means anything. I think laryngitis is nature's way of making us smarter by shutting us up. Laryngitis is a call for us to be honest with ourselves. A call for us to be honest about ourselves, about the things that do matter. Because sometimes we spend way too much time talking and not enough time expressing our truth. That quiet time of laryngitis is a time to find out what the truth really is and how we are meant to live, creating an intentioned life rather than a noisy life to drown out all the emotional and mental discomforts that occur. The quiet of laryngitis is a chance to face up to the emotional trauma that we aren't expressing. It is a call for us to love ourselves and everything that our throats represent. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom to state what we want and what our desires are in life, freedom to say no, freedom to say yes. It is a wonderful pause in the busyness of our mouths to bring the attention back to our hearts and our imaginations, where dreams are born and where they come alive. Well, I sure do hope that you got something out of all of this craziness today. I really hope that you did. Oh, let me see. I like Norma. Oh, Norma's a good listener. Yes. You know what? I hope that you will perhaps look at this if you do suffer with chronic laryngitis, or perhaps you will take any other health challenge that you may be facing in your life and dissect it and really look at it with fresh, positive eyes and see, what is this thing that I'm facing trying to tell me about me, right? Alrighty, I'm going to take a couple of requests. There's not too much time left, but I'm going to take a couple of requests. But before I do that, I just want to give, again, a huge thanks for those who are supporting me. And again, if you want to donate, it is deidrey.com/love. And if you would please check out my website at www.deidrey.com, where you will find all kinds of fantastic stuff. You'll find all kinds of great musical content, including this show and other services that I offer, both virtual and in-person performances, as well as corporate, private parties, seniors' homes, singing telegrams. Oh my gosh, all kinds of stuff. And I have exciting news. There's new music that I uploaded on the website as well. Actually, it wasn't me, it was Rick. that he uploaded for me, and it's available on the website. So check it out. Check it out, please. And if you know of an opportunity where I can bring some musical joy to somebody in your life or some stranger that you just met on the street, let me know, and I will certainly do so. And those of you watching on Facebook, I am so thrilled. Thank you so much for your loving support. Thank you for being here with me today. I know that the weather's getting so nice outside and you probably could have been outside, but you chose to be here with me. I am grateful. So follow and like Facebook if you have not already done so. And then what about YouTube? Well, if you haven't gone on YouTube yet, please do check out YouTube. YouTube's got lots of great videos, and I am going to work on putting some more content on there too. So you have lots and lots and lots. It's like a buffet. It's a Deidrey buffet. Oh my goodness. And please, by the way, can you put a comment in YouTube for me? If you just go to heretobloom.com/live, just leave me a comment about this show because that actually really helps me. It makes such a difference for me. So please do. But you have to wait till the video's over. So once the show is done, you just leave me a comment in the public section under the video in YouTube. And hit the like button and the follow button or whatever the heck it is there. Subscribe, that's what it's called. By the way, if you need a website built or help streaming online and you need tech support for anything, Rick, who does like everything, has solutions for you. He's an experienced tech expert of over 27 years in the business. So if you or someone you know is in need of technical, business, or personal solutions, send them over to us at deidrey.com/tech. Alrighty. Okay. So what is your request? Let me see. Did I miss it? I can't. La, 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 la. Oh. Oh, yay. I'm so glad. Okay. Let's see. Do we have any requests? I'm just checking your comments to see. Leia, you know I haven't learned that song. I'm very delinquent at learning songs, it seems. It's just been a busy week for me. I hadn't taken the time to do that. All right. Well, if there are no songs, I'm just going to do this one. I was going to sing the Song of Silence for today. And then I realized that the message in the Song of Silence, Sound of Silence, is completely opposite to the one that I wanted to talk about today. So I didn't do it because it just wouldn't make any sense. So I'm going to do this one instead. This one is called Something to Talk About. Remember Bonnie Raitt? Since we're talking about talking, I'm going to sing her song. Why not? Just give me something awesome to sing. Something a little bit country. I hope you're having a fabulous day. People are talking about people. I hear them whisper. You won't believe it. They think we're lovers, kept undercover. I'll just ignore it, but they keep saying we laugh just a little too loud, a little too stand just a little too close, and we stare just a little too long. Maybe they're saying something we don't, darling. Let's give them something to talk about. Something to talk about. Let's give them something to talk about. Something to talk about. Let's give them something to talk about. How about love? I feel so foolish. I never noticed you act so nervous. Could you be falling for me? It took a rumor to make me wonder. Now I'm convinced I'm going under, thinking about you every day, dreaming about you every about love? Yeah, yeah. That's right, Kev. I'm giving you a whole new way to look at laryngitis. Please don't go and get it now. Let's give them something to talk about, babe. A little mystery to figure out. Let's give them something to talk about. How about love? Ooh, something to talk about. A little mystery to figure out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. How about love, 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 love. Oh, something to talk about. A mystery to figure out. Yeah. How about love, 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 love? I love that. I like Kev's comment. It says this is a whole new way to look at laryngitis. By the way, this show is not intended for you to go out and get yourself laryngitis so you could experience all of the things that I just talked about. It certainly was not. It was not. It was for you to be able to see, to have a different perspective, perhaps to allow the thing that is happening in your life to show you perhaps what you need to heal. This is the last song for tonight, and I'm just absolutely grateful for your loving hearts and your presence. I place my life in your hands. I place my trust in you. Yeah, as I walk through the valley of shadows and fears, you are my heart that guides me through. So show me what I need to heal. Oh, show me what I cannot see. I know you'll guide me on the road ahead. I am at peace. I am at peace, knowing God is always there with me. I place my life in your hands. I place my trust in you. Yeah, as I walk through the valley of shadows and fears, you are the light that guides me through. Show me what I need to heal. Oh, show me what I cannot see. I know you'll guide me on the road ahead. I am at peace. Hi, Forrest. Yay! Knowing God is always there with me. Hi, Edie. Oh, I'm so grateful. Show me what I need to heal. Oh, show me what I cannot see. I know you'll guide me on the road ahead. I am at peace, knowing God is always there with me. So I wish you a wonderful week, everybody. Thank you so much much again for your loving hearts, your joyful presence. I love you. I love you. I love you. Take care of yourselves, okay? Bye for now. Deidrey is out.